Okay, we are going straight to the proceedings. Let's take a listen.
Now, when the stay of the order means the CRP will revive. Now, under COC, normally COC would be a constituted end.
We are taking up the matter. We are
On the 23rd.
No, 20. No, Minister, your lordship taking
No,
23rd.
it's not coming up.
What has happened is
some
that your
interim
lordship's
arrangement. I support,
order.
Dr. Singh.
One minute.
Dewan will take up the matter. There's no difficulty.
They should not. COC should not be. No, not COC should not be constituted in that time because then I have to file a 12A.
Not COC.
I am not objecting, Malaj. I am saying.
During the parties, it's coming up.
I am only say.
Lord, only a minute, my lord.
How many
Appointment of a COC
All that you
constitution.
should do is
RP should not constitute the COC before Friday. That's all I am saying.
Lord, constituting COC.
some difficulty about this combination of three sitting on Friday. We can take it either on Thursday or Monday, whatever is
But
convenient.
can it be tomorrow, my lord, subject to your lordship's
Tomorrow-
availability and
Tomorrow we have the constitution bench.
Then Thursday.
Tomorrow is the constitution bench.
Lord, Thursday, my lord.
Thursday.
Thursday, my lord.
We can take it up on
Because
Thursday.
Surely between now and day after, they will not constitute.
Lord, it is the matter Lord, without hearing will be allowed if COC is constituted.
Thursday we'll take it.
Only one sentence, but it will be infructuous if the COC is made in these 48 hours. They should not make a 48 hours.
Yes,
Very well, Manoj. We made our concerns clear to your lordships. If they go and create a COC in these 2 days.
The others, can you just circulate emails? In the afternoon, I'll deal with your emails and ensure that all matters are listed. Just circulate an email.
Is connected to Sumoto writ petition 2 of 2024. That writ petition was filed by Association of Healthcare Private Limited, Tamil Nadu chapter in 2019. Notice was
Order for listing the matter. Just talk to the registrar in 10 minutes once he's free from here. There would be already an order for listing.
Lords, if your lordships can consider indicating, my lord, the concerns which your lordships would like us to assist.
Solicitor, Mr. Sybil is appearing for the state of
Your Lordship, with Mr. Sib, in this matter, Your Lordship, I am also assisting Your
I'm
Lordship.
appearing for the Delhi Medical Association. Lord, we have filed an application.
state of West Bengal is represented by Mr. Sybil.
Yes, Lord.
This is
I appear for
is-
Indian.
the Bengal Doctors, the Association of Bengal.
Lord, I am appearing for the original writ petitioner on
Your Lordship, I am,
order the CBI was done.
my Lord, I'm appearing on behalf of the petitioner.
Number of interveners.
Yes,
Please,
Lord.
sir,
Have
appearing on
calling
behalf
out
of the
the-
petitioners.
calling out who they are appearing for. We'd only request the interveners to give a slip of paper to the court master indicating who you are appearing for. We'll take that.
We'll give it, my Lord. I
Otherwise, we'll spend the next 10 minutes and only,
am appearing for the Indian Medical Association. We'll give our slip, my Lord.
And my lord, I am for the writ petitioner at whose behest the investigation was transferred to CBI.
Right. But the reason why, I must make it clear, the reason why we decided to take suo motu cognizance, we are conscious of the fact that the High Court was entertaining a petition which was filed by the petitioners who are here before us, is because this is really now not just a matter relating to a particular murder which takes place in a hospital in Kolkata, which is horrific in the nature of the crime, but it raises systemic issues in regard to the safety of doctors.
Lord, 2 more incidents, one in Bombay and one in Ahmedabad after Calcutta.
Head across to Kanu for more details on that, even as the Supreme Court proceedings in that matter continues. Just take us through the details of what is now being heard by the court as far as the plea is concerned. I'll go back, in fact, to the proceedings of the court.
I have something to assist on that, my lord, neutrally.
First, on matters of safety, we are deeply concerned about the fact that there is a virtual absence of safe conditions of work for young doctors across the country, particularly in public hospitals. As we know, these are all young interns, they are residents, senior residents, doctors, and most importantly, women doctors.
Yes.
Who are subject to of graver dangers and vulnerability.
Yeah, vulnerable.
By virtue of the nature of their
Absolutely.
because of gender.
Working hours.
Just and working hours. Most of the young doctors have to put in somewhere
36 hours, my Lord,
hours.
stretch.
We find that there are no duty rooms available, no separate restrooms or duty rooms available for men and women doctors. for the other nursing staff, for the paramedical staff who are also on duty. And therefore, we must evolve a national consensus to ensure that there must be a standard national protocol to ensure that safe conditions of work are provided. This is not a matter of providing protection either to women or protection to doctors in general. It's a matter of creating safe conditions of work. So that they, ultimately, what is equality under the Constitution all about? If women cannot go to a place of work and be safe, then we are denying them the basic conditions of equality. And therefore, we are entertaining this, and I'll very shortly share the way we want to proceed with this to ensure that ultimately, it's not that every time that there is a rape or murder that the conscience of the nation is awakened. We have to do something right here and now to ensure that these conditions of safety are maintained in terms of protocols which will not just be on paper, but protocols which will be enforced across India. Now, insofar as what happened in Kolkata is concerned, a couple of things from what we have. Of course, first, let me begin by saying that we are deeply concerned of the fact that the name of the deceased who was assaulted and murdered, the name has been published all over the media. Photographs have been published all over the media. Video clips, obviously, either before or after the postmortem, have been published, showing her body, after she was subjected to it. It's extremely concerning. We are the first to recognize the right to free speech, but there are well-settled parameters.
It is extremely painful. I agree entirely with you.
Which have been laid down in now the new criminal procedure code by judgments of our court in Nipun Saxena, that you will not publish the names of the survivors of sexual assault. In this case, the person.
It's a criminal.
We have filed 50 FIRs on that count. 50 FIRs.
And it was circulated. Nobody should publish.
May I just inform your lordships, before the police reached, photos were taken and these were circulated. We didn't allow anything to happen. We cordoned off the area.
Is this the way we provide dignity and respect the privacy of an individual who has lost her life as a young doctor?
Yes.
But apart from that, Ms. Isabel, I'm happy that you are here for the state of West Bengal. Couple of important, quite a few aspects of the way the matter proceeded. It appears that the crime was detected in the early hours of the morning.
Yes.
After the crime was detected in the early hours of the morning, the principal of the hospital tries to pass this off as a suicide.
Not true.
Her parents are not allowed to see the body. The parents are not allowed to see the body for almost.
No, Malad, I'm sorry. Anyway, Malad, this is the impression.
Our investigation
we'll have to place the facts before your lordships. We have investigated that. This is not correct.
Until late night, we find that no FIR was registered.
That's also not correct. Not correct.
What time was the FIR registered?
Malad, in fact, we did what we call a UD case, Malad. Unnatural death case registered.
Yes, unnatural death case
registered.
But
immediately.
That's right.
That's an FIR, Malad. That's an FIR.
Not the body is discovered.
The UD case
the FIR registered formally in the police.
Malad's inquest was done and then FIR registered immediately and the investigation started.
It should have been done.
The FIR registered.
12, Malad. 12:30.
Does the FIR say that this is a case of a murder?
No.
Yes.
No,
No, my lord.
Unnatural death. It was
We have something.
Unnatural death. Inquest shows it's a case of murder, Malad.
1 second.
Inquest shows it's a case of murder.
Inquest is done. The autopsy is conducted.
Yes.
Now, until the night, no FIR indicating that this is a clear case of a murder has been made out.
It has, Malad. I'm sorry. I'll place those facts before you. It has been, Malad.
Lord, may I suggest?
From unnatural death, we registered the case for murder. We caught the victim. He is a civic worker, Malad. It's an individual act. I show all that, Your Lordship.
And that's the first aspect.
Yes.
What was the principal doing? Why did he not, why was this kind of inaction on the part, first, an attempt to pass this off as a suicide instead of a murder?
I'm sorry, Malad. That's not correct.
Not registering an FIR till late in the evening. Third, the body itself is handed over to the parents sometime in the evening for cremation. Fourth, and that's a matter of very serious concern. On the next day, the doctors, because they were all doctors working with her, the doctors are on protest. A group of persons, a mob assembles at the hospital. The hospital is invaded and the critical facilities are damaged in the morning or whenever the mob enters. What was the police doing?
Yes. But we have videos for all. Let me first of all state.
Sorry, Mr. Sivan, the police.
Yes.
A very serious offense has taken place. The crime scene is within the precincts of the hospital. Now, that is the first thing that the police have to do, namely to protect the crime scene. What are they doing? Allow vandals to enter the hospital.
It's impossible that 7,000 people can gather without the consent.
Allow me.
7,000 people can never gather without knowledge or consent of the police.
This is not an adversarial litigation.
It's not. Therefore, let us not be in denial mode. One girl has lost life by not only a sexual pervert, he is an animal.
After the principal resigns from this medical college,
He sent to another hospital.
he's appointed as a principal of another college.
He doesn't resign. But anyway, be that
at the least, his conduct is under scrutiny, and he's appointed as a principal somewhere else.
This is all. We have a note on all this misinformation.
It's not but each other. There is a High Court order.
The reality. Just show it to you.
Let them file the report, not
But just show it to you.
tomorrow.
My
A
lord.
couple of things which we would like to
be there.
do. Well, let's make it very clear.
Yeah.
We would want the investigation has been handed over to the Bureau of Investigation.
Yes, done. Yes,
We want CBI to file a status report before this court on Thursday.
correct.
We will take up the case on Thursday. We want CBI to apprise us on the status of the investigation.
Correct.
The investigation obviously must be at a very sensitive stage so that it's something which will be submitted to the court.
For court's consumption, not
the
making
case
it public.
It's really an investigation update
Yes,
status
yes.
report which will be given to us on Thursday. We will consider the status report on Thursday morning and see where the investigation is proceeding. Today, what we intend to do is that today we intend to pass an order. What we have done is, and three of us, that's why we were in conversation with each other. We have discussed the pros and cons. We are setting up, under the authority of this court, a national task force. The national task force will consist of a diverse segment of doctors from different parts of the country. We want them to make us recommendations in regard to the modalities to be followed across India. We're not only talking of the RG Medical College and Hospital, but modalities to be followed all over the country for ensuring safety at the workplace first and foremost, for which our young doctors, the middle-level doctors, the senior doctors are all today on protest and on strike. At the same time, we would, now that we are taking charge of these proceedings, we are appointing a national task force. It's our earnest request to doctors all over the country who have struck work. There are institutions where I know appointments are taken 2 years in advance. For instance, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Appointments are taken 2 years in advance. If patients lose their slot, they go back by another 2 years. So we would really earnestly appeal to all the doctors that we are here to ensure that their safety and protection is a matter of the highest national concern. And therefore, this is something which we would earnestly appeal to all the young doctors that this is something, please trust us. That's why we have not left it to just the High Court. The High Court, of course, consists of very seasoned judges. The Chief Justice was monitoring the investigation by the CBI, but we felt that this is now not a matter of a particular offense, however serious and horrendous the offense is, but something which affects the institution of healthcare pan-India. Therefore, the need for the Supreme Court.
We welcome this. I think this must be done, Mulaz. All of us must be very positive. But Mulaz, I have only one request. Mulaz, I have only one request. Yeah, sorry.
Lord, I need 5 minutes on this, Lord.
That's what I said. Yes.
Who is the first informant? We were talking about the first information.
Yes.
Who is that first informant? Can you name us, please?
Name him.
Who is the first informed
we
to
just-
lodge the FIR?
The one, I just find out for us.
And we would also like to know the time of the registration of the
The
FIR.
father of the victim.
Wait a minute, please don't
Please,
interfere. Don't interfere,
The
please.
first UD case was done by the police on its own.
So that is not an FIR. What is section 174 of the old CRPC today? Can anyone assist us, please?
Yes. What's
So that's just a report.
Yes, to start the investigation.
Then who lodged the FIR?
183.
First, the father of the deceased.
yes.
Then
And
the
then the
vice
vice
principal of the hospital. First, the father of the deceased and vice principal of the hospital.
No, there cannot be two FIRs.
No, but both complaints were sent to us.
No.
Both complaints sent to us.
Tell us whose complaint is treated as,
Father of the deceased.
this is registered at what time?
11:45 p.m.
11:45?
PM.
And now
Next day.
Yes.
The night. The night, Mother.
The night.
In the night. In the night.
thing.
In the
Now,
night.
when is the body, one second, when is the body handed over to the parents for cremation?
Mother, kindly have this
But just
note
tell
that I've
us,
given.
what
Just
time
take
is the
it.
body handed over to the parents for cremation? One second.
Around 3:30.
30:10.
No.
Therefore, one thing is very clear. The body is handed over to the parents for cremation at 8:30 p.m. The FIR is registered at 11:45 p.m. 3 hours and 15 minutes after the body is handed over to the parents for cremation.
They refused to file. This is the problem. We handed it over. They filed the FIR. They made the complaint at 11:45. They say, we are in shock. Please do whatever you want to do. They wanted a post-mortem. We did the post-mortem. All is videographed. Everything is videographed.
The autopsy and the post-mortem take place.
Between 1:45 to 4 p.m.
Now, between 1:45 and 4 p.m., the autopsy takes place, followed by the
Maharaj, the
post-mortem.
autopsy took place at 6 o'clock, not at.
Fair enough. That's
Six.
all right. We'll take it as between 1 and 4 o'clock. It doesn't take place in 1 minute. It takes
That was
time.
when.
Videograph.
1 second. Don't keep on interrupting.
They wanted
So
a board. We constituted a board.
We are proceeding on the basis of Mr. Sibal's hypothesis that the autopsy and the post-mortem take place between 1 and 4:45 in the afternoon. Now,
Lordship, there is-
notwithstanding this, clearly,
Lordship,
the autopsy would reveal that this is a case where a doctor has been murdered, where she has been murdered.
Yeah.
The FIR is registered at 11:45 in the night, Mr. Sibal.
Yeah.
And who was expected to
Yeah.
Nobody in the hospital registers the FIR. The father registers the. What was the principal or the vice principal? What were the authorities of the hospital doing?
They wanted a board. We constituted a board. They wanted a magistrate. We got the
You
magistrate.
don't need
realize
time
that
for
murder has
registration
been
of
committed.
FIR.
You
You don't need a medical board for registration of FIR.
At the moment, Malas, what are we considering? We are considering, Malas, 2 or 3 things, as your lordship has put to me. How did these photographs reach the social media?
No, that's
I'll mention all this. How did these photographs reach the media? We have nothing to do with it.
No, let
because
us
we
not
ordered out
trivialize,
everything. People there took photographs, came in, took photographs and sent it. Number 2, Malas. Number 2, immediately, Malas, an unnatural death case, Malas, was started and an investigation was started. Your lordship may be right, Malas, why did it happen? But whatever the parents were doing, we were agreeing with that. We set up a board. We asked the magistrate to come, a judicial magistrate to be present. Everything was videographed. Everything was called.